White House release published Thursday, December 18, 2025. Fact sheet: President Donald J. Trump launches a new age of American space achievement. Today, President Donald J. Trump signed an executive order setting a bold vision for an America First space policy. The order aims to ensure the United States leads the world in space exploration, security, and commerce. The order calls for Americans to return to the moon by 2028 and to establish initial elements of a permanent lunar outpost by 2030. It directs the deployment of nuclear reactors on the moon and in orbit, including a lunar surface reactor ready for launch by 2030. The order strengthens the ability to detect and counter threats to U.S. space interests. It encourages private sector innovation by upgrading launch infrastructure and developing a commercial pathway to replace the International Space Station by 2030. The order directs the Assistant to the President for Science and Technology to coordinate national space policy efforts. Federal departments and agencies will work together on implementation, including streamlining procurement and ensuring an appropriate workforce. President Trump is securing American interests in space at a time when adversaries are challenging U.S. leadership. Growing a vibrant commercial space economy will create prosperity and new economic opportunities, such as high-paying aerospace jobs. Next-generation space capabilities will improve positioning and navigation services, weather forecasts, airline safety, and global broadband internet access. Protecting critical space assets is essential for military readiness and economic dominance. Expanding American presence in space honors the nation's pioneering legacy and drives innovation with benefits for everyday life. President Trump has shown consistent leadership in advancing American strength in space. In August 2025, he signed an executive order to enable competition in the commercial space industry. President Trump promised that the United States will lead humanity back to the moon and be the first nation to land an astronaut on Mars. He led the creation of the Space Force, the first new branch of the armed forces in over 70 years. The Space Force prepares the nation for evolving warfighting conditions and expands capabilities. During his first term, President Trump issued 7 space policy directives, including instructions for NASA to return astronauts to the moon and reforms to commercial space regulations. He also established cybersecurity principles for space systems. In January 2021, President Trump issued an executive order promoting small modular reactors for national defense and space exploration. In April 2020, he issued an executive order encouraging space resource recovery and utilization. Thanks for listening. The full source material for this summary is in the description below.